How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Something I can help you with?
No, I'm good, thanks.
What are you videoing in here?
Everything I can see.
I need your ID.
You need my ID?
Yes, please, thank you. Can I have your ID, please? I need your ID.
Who are you?
I'm the chief. If you're going to come into my lobby and videotape, in today's day and age, I think I have the right to ask you to identify yourself.
Okay, is it not a public lobby?
It is?
Is photography a crime?
I need your ID.
I'm asking if photography is a crime.
I need your ID,
It's
sir.
a yes or a no.
I need your ID.
Why, do you suspect me of a crime?
So, sir, this is really odd that you're walking around my lobby.
My lobby.
Videotaping this lobby.
My lobby.
That's suspicious to me.
My lobby.
And I'm curious to know who you are.
I'm someone who checks up on the government, and it's suspicious to me that you're so worried about the people putting cameras on you. What are you doing wrong?
I'm not doing anything
Then
wrong.
why are you so worried about the camera?
Because I need to know who you are.
You are doing something wrong right now. You're trying to demand ID unlawfully.
Everybody, as many of you guys know, I'm a law enforcement trainer instructor. I train and instruct military and law enforcement all across the country on various law enforcement disciplines to include constitutional law, case law, patrol tactics, use of force, investigations, etc. And again, we have another video of a police administrator, this being the chief of police, not knowing constitutional law and not knowing what their authority is. And so, as we can see here, it's evidently clear you have activist James Freeman doing what he does best, talking law enforcement into admitting that they're violating people's rights. I mean, he's great at this. This is what he does. He does it very well. This is what he does for a living, and it shows. He is absolutely a pro when it comes to getting officers to admit that they're wrong without them knowing it. So this is going to be a quick one. Again, let's look at the case law we have in front of you here. Again, Supreme Court has affirmed law enforcement needs what's called a reasonable articulable suspicion in order to detain and compel someone to identify themselves. Brown v. Texas, 1979. Evidently clear. Again, reasonable articulable suspicion. Next, we have the flag burning case law. You guys have heard it here many times. Texas v. Johnson, 1989. Supreme Court held that flag burning constitutes symbolic speech that is protected by the First Amendment. And the Supreme Court further held that freedom of speech protects actions that society may find very offensive, but society's outrage alone does not justify the suppression of speech. And for giggles, we have the First Amendment here in front of you. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free speech thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peacefully assemble and petition the government for a redress of grievances. So again, while the police chief may not like the fact that activist James Freeman is exercising his constitutional right to have a camera pointed in his direction, recording him, does not make that speech able to be suppressed, nor does it mean that he has to give up his constitutionally protected rights because the police chief's not happy. And again, this just goes down to a lack of understanding. You know, I truly do believe this police chief really thinks that he is entitled to his identification. And that's the interesting thing, because his identification isn't going to change his constitutional rights at all to perform this duty. And so I don't understand what that has to do with the price of tea in China, outside of maybe he's just hoping and praying that if he runs him, that somehow, you know, he'll pop up with some kind of enforceable warrant that he can then get him out of this police lobby. So again, I don't understand why law enforcement isn't more well versed on the law, but it is what it is, and we can see that it's a top down issue. So what do you guys think? Are you guys surprised that the police chief doesn't know the Constitution? Are you surprised that the police chief doesn't know what is protected speech and what isn't? And again, most importantly, what can be done? I want to know. Let's take this conversation to the comment section below. I hope you guys like this content. If you do like this content, please like, share, subscribe. And as always, guys, long live the Republic.